Welcome to my channel. I've been asked to react to NF singing Mansion, and I'm going to do that now, but before I do that, I do want to thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for being the best viewers on the internet. I really do appreciate it. As I do with every artist that I feature on my channel, I'll go to NF's YouTube channel, I'll get all of his links, and I'll put them in the description of my video. So all you have to do is click on the More link on my description and you'll see all those links. What I ask you to do is to support the artists that I feature by going to their YouTube channel and subscribing, by going to their social media accounts and following them, and by buying their music if you like their music. So this is NF singing Mansion.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in lyrics, they're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors, written all over the floors, all over the chairs. And you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release, and let out the version of NF you don't wanna see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed. You might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me. Physically abused, now that's the room that I don't wanna be in. That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't wanna see it. And these walls ain't blank, I just think I don't wanna see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them. I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory for some reason just won't do it down. Put me in the corner so you could see the fear in my eyes, then took me downstairs and beat me till I screamed and I cried. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind, but I'ma keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This room's full of regrets, just keeps getting fuller it seems. Moment I walk into, it's the same moment that I wanna leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment I realized that I was losing my mom. And one of the first things I wrote was I wish I would've called, but I should just stop now, we ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am, and I lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my hand, and get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans. And I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive, and at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time? Oof.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built a safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let anyone inside, so I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not. Cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me, and I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking. I'm trapped here. God keeps saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know that shutting the world out ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem, cause I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position, it's either sit here and let him win, or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
Inside this mansion.
So I thought this girl was working.
Man. NF, man, NF, wow. Golly days. Where to even start? Man. The last one, why did you leave us, was really, really tough. And this one is almost as tough. His lyrics are so descriptive that the picture that I get in my mind of lyrics covering every wall of every room, it's so real that I understand exactly what he's saying. And when he talks about that room that he's got locked and he doesn't want to let anybody in there because he doesn't know if they'll come out, and then how fear is ruling him, man, I can see how this guy could appeal to people who have been abused, because he's speaking their language. He's saying things that they relate to, that they understand, that they've been through themselves. They've experienced it. They've lived it. And when he talks about how he doesn't want to change it because he's afraid, man, that is so real. That is so true for many people. They don't want to get out of that room because they're afraid of what they might find. They don't want to go into those parts of their mind because they're afraid of what might happen to them. He is... his lyrics are stark and descriptive and real and visual. I can see exactly what he's saying. And the idea that he's built a mansion in his head where he has all these rooms where he stores things. You know, people compartmentalize all the time, especially when it involves trauma, like abuse as a child or the loss of a loved one as a child. And excuse me, we have to get rid of those if we're ever going to heal. But getting rid of them is sometimes very terrifying, because then you have to face what went on. I was never abused as a child, but I do have some experience with this sort of thing, because I've been married twice, and my first wife, I don't know how much I want to say, but I'll just put it like this. She hurt me badly, and I kept that inside for a long, long time. And then one day, our daughter, who I'd not seen for 20 years, contacted me and wanted to meet me. And that brought up all of those feelings, all of that pain. And I actually had to go sit down with a counselor to try and understand what I was going through. And she did something which I thought was kind of hokey at the time, but now I realize it was really helpful. She had me turn and face my ex-wife, who wasn't there obviously, and tell her exactly how she made me feel. And after I had done that, I was a lot better, mentally, emotionally. It's never good to hold things inside. You've got to get them out somehow, some way. You've got to find someone who will listen to you, whether that's a professional or a friend or a loved one, someone who you can open up to completely and share your darkest secrets, your greatest fears, and get them out, because once they're out in the open, they're not as threatening to you as you thought they were. He's clearly not at that stage yet where he's willing to do that. And given what we've learned from what I've learned from some of his songs, I can see where he would have a lot to deal with. But man, he is a lyricist. There's no question about that. His lyrics are piercing and visceral and real and very, very descriptive. Wow. I don't know what to expect from his next one, but we'll see, because I'm sure that you've asked for more of them. In the meantime, I'll pray for you that you live an abundant life, that you live a long time, that you're healthy, and that God keeps you safe from harm. I pray that He does that for every single person that you love. But I pray most of all that you will be anxious for nothing, you, my viewers. But in all things, through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, you'll make your requests known to God, and the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.